So maybe I bought some new toys. I had to, man. I had to. So we went with the Phoenix. Yeah, looks great. TLX Phoenix. I did go with the Trilex Chrome wheels because I feel like they look epic. And we went with 82 Studios TLX 48-foot tanker trailer with the unrealistic capacity. It's still going to take a little while to load up, but should be good to go. And if I remember correctly, I believe this tank, if I'm going to get lined up appropriately, there we go, should give me plenty of slurry. Perfect. All right, well, that shouldn't take too long to load up. And I got 150,000 liters right here. But I might end up converting this setup into more of a, I want to hold more than this setup. I'll maybe show you what I mean. We'll find out. Ooh-wee. Even with that Jake brake pulling in, man, everything sounds super, super good. See if we can pull in here without actually hitting anything. We have done a great job of that. And we'll go ahead and open these guys up as well. Now we need silage. We have silage, but we need silage slurry. We also need manure and cut sugar beets in order for this to run appropriately the right way. I do want to double check and make sure everything's turned on at least. So we'll go ahead and activate and activate. So now things are just missing, and I've got everything set to distributing as well. So we'll pull in here. We can hold up to, let's see, 86,000 liters of cut sugar beets. I could actually buy that for 85 grand, which I'm not sure would pay off in the long run. Silage we have, manure we have, slurry we have. So we need to find a way to get some cut sugar beets. Slurry's coming in, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit. No, I didn't hit. All right, well, that works. Works for me. We'll bring it around here. We'll get everything unfolded. I don't think I need to unfold this to unload it, but all right, I think it looks pretty cool. Bring it here. There we go. Click unload. It's not going to hold too much, 160,000, so about half of what we've got, but I think we're kind of on a good track right now. So this is good. We got manure here, so let's go ahead and get this to dump out there. And then I'm going to reset my buy point here because we're going to modify the max superliner that we've got and the other stuff. So need to double check with my TLX stuff here. Where is my trailer at? So basically, as it sits with this thing at least, we're gonna need to fill at least a couple of these with manure, which is funny. I've dumped manure in there, but it's not showing that any of it exists. I guess it's got to process it. So I would say we probably need to do 1 cut sugar beet, 2 manure, and maybe 3 silage for it to even run properly. But I've already messed with that a little bit too much. You know what? Let's just take like a mental break and we'll come back because I may end up getting rid of these trucks and go with something else. I just had another idea. So here's how I've got everything set up. I had, at one point, right before this anyway, I had that little dump bed on the very back, but as we progress along, we need to be able to carry more and more at the same time. So what I've done is converted this up, and we've gone for the tried and true TLX bed on the back. This should be more than enough to carry everything. I do need to double check my trailer a little bit to make sure I got enough horsepower to pull this, but I think both of these trucks together look fantastic. I'm gonna do my best to load up this BGA and we'll see what we can do. So, bit of a problem already, of course. I don't have any silage left, so I'm gonna have to buy some. And we're gonna have to buy it through 82 Studios mod, and we've only got about 20 grand left, so yeah, I don't actually know how well this is gonna go. There's 50. Oh boy, I think I might be able to spend about 10 grand on this, but I mean we're already a mil in the hole right now. So exciting, yeah. Oh boy, and silage in. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make some of that. The good thing is, well, we've got grass, so we'll be fine there. I think one of the biggest issues though is going to be, can we feed the cattle that we have and still be okay? I don't actually know the answer to that question. Let's go ahead and place down, while we're here, we'll place down one of those buy anything stations that 82 Studios got. I believe it's a containers. Yeah, one of these bad boys right here. This is going to be a little bit more difficult than I want it to be, just for the simple fact that we barely have any money left. Because I did a great job and well, I just did a great job. We'll put it that way and be done with it. Let's see. I don't want to put it there because I'm going to have to go all the way through. And oh, I actually don't know where I want to put this. Huh. You know what? For now, let's just put it directly straight across from the entry. At least there, well, we don't have to worry too much. And now I guess I'll just spend the rest of my money on cut sugar beet? Seems silly, but hey, at least we'll have a full set. Oh no, cut sugar beets are expensive. I guess we're going down to $0. Sorry, -18. Even better. All right, back it up, dump it in, and then we should probably hide and try to make money. Oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Dump it in. Be done with it. Please be good. Just take it. There we go. Pull away slowly. I don't exist. Pull away slowly. The good thing is, at least with the milk and everything that we've got, we're pretty okay. I'm also going to go ahead and activate a few other things in here. So cheese and butter, this will at least help us make a little bit extra cash with everything. So all that milk should go through perfectly fine. Again, the fermenting silo, there's nothing in there. And then our power plant hasn't started running yet, but time's also set to 0. So what I'm going to do is at least fast forward time. Do need to check the animals, just make sure. Oh, they're going to be just fine. Let's fast forward a day and we'll see kind of what happens into September. I definitely made a mistake because it is spawning the butter. Oh boy. Yeah. So we did okay. We made a good amount of money. However, there is a bit of a problem. I accidentally set this to spawn. And we've currently got 100,000 liters of butter in there. I'm just going to go hide. Well, one good thing, I was able to go through and set it to not do that ever again. So we've got everything set to selling now. Now, of course, the production chain stuff, that's going to be set to spawn. All this stuff is set to sell. And then all these are set to do what I need them to do. Also, they're running. Yeah, it's running. So I went ahead and brought the rest of the manure down. Figured, well, why not? What's it going to hurt? Also, because this is the primary, I actually had to come over here and dump in there because this will fill up, but only as much as it has. But the main will fill up with both. It's interesting, but it works. So what are you going to do? The good thing is we've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, all 4 categories. We should be able to make some decent money, at least into the next day. And we're going to do all of that all over again because I just came back into the game real quick from a game save. Are we good? I think we're good. All right. So everybody's up and running. We've got our bits down here working well. Cogeneration plant is running. So what we need to do now is we need to find ourselves some grass because we have got literally like nothing else. I need silage. I need hay. I need all of these things. Yo, are those wheels going backwards? When they're going this way, they're fine, but oh, that's fun. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we need to be able to get this and go mow a little bit of land. We may end up selling these bits right here and trading them out for bigger mowers, something like that. But you know what? These work really well. So why change, right? All right, let's see if we can change our working width or working area. Kick it over to the left. Good call there. All right, I think we're good. We just got a few fields that we need to do. That's it. I did fertilize these fields, right? I don't trust myself. Hang on. Select the grass, go in here. Okay, I did. Yeah. Well, like an idiot, I just tried to hire a worker on this guy because you can, and it didn't. Look at this. AI workers swat their ass stop because unexpectedly not enough money. Well, I don't think anybody ever expects that, do they? So the swathing is done. I went ahead and took a little bit of opportunity to do stuff off screen. And of course, I'm watching South Park again, like always today. Let's find ourselves a tractor. There it is. Got it. We need to pick up all this grass. And then, just like always before, we're going to toss it in our silo, turn this into grass and silage. Did I say grass? Hay. We'll turn it into hay and silage. Both of them. Leave me alone. So here we go. We've done much, much better than we normally do. Generally, we get between 200,000 and 300,000 liters with these new setups and how much we've torn out of these fields. We're at 461,000 liters. So we'll put this in. We will need to get some silage out of this eventually, but we're going to have to wait. Also, we're going to have to wait another day in game at least to go plant. I don't have any money. I'm negative $18 plus a $1 million loan. I owe a lot of people a lot of money, and I just went and saw John Wick 4. And I just feel real uncomfortable playing Farming Simulator, being in debt to an imaginary thing right now. So I'm just going to go to bed. Seems like a great idea. All right, we are now into the next day, and boy, oh boy, do we have some money. $711,000 in September, baby. Yeah. There are a few things that, well, we need to maybe take a look at. For example, we're still making money. We got sugar beets in there. Silage is in there. Manure's up to the top and slurry's up to the top. Digestate is distributing right now. However, it is almost maxed out, and I got to figure out why. Maybe spawn distributing? Oh, it just went away, so I guess we'll try and find it later. As far as everything else up here, we're still doing good. We got a lot of milk, and then we've got all of our grass has turned into silage and hay. So that's there. Now, but that's not the only thing, because we've got TMR that is just kind of chillaxing in here. We actually have a lot of TMR in here chilling right now. Let's see, take a look. TMR 91,000 liters. We also have 834,000 liters of straw. So way more than we need there. Taking a look at our cattle, seeing how much they need and what they need. Of course, you can see here, they have had some babies. Yes, they have. So they're taking in the food, and it's still a lot. I don't really need to mess with that, I don't think. So this means a couple things. Number one, the silage is going to come back over here because the BGA is making us the money. The digestate that we have needs to be sold somewhere. We're not going to use it for anything, so we just got to sell it. Thirdly, we need to fertilize our field, and we need to plant something new. I'm thinking canola, or more than likely, soybeans. Fortunately, it's a big square at this point, so I don't think it's going to be that difficult to do. Oh, it sounds so good. Yeah. Slow it down. All right. Silage is going in, and all of this, 100% is going to be going to the BGA. Let's turn that on real quick, let the truck warm up. I want to know, is the digestate moving over here? Yes. Yes, it is. It is moving over there. There's not a lot of it, but it is moving, so that makes me happy. And I guess we could probably turn this off because it's not going to do much for us. I do want to check and see the silo, how much we got. Slurry is still just completely maxed out, so there's no point to do anything with all that. I will say, hey, if you're going to build a BGA, this was a pretty good place for... Oh, I'm not going to be able to make that. Nope, crash counter plus 4 million, I think is the number that we're looking at here. We'll go ahead and dump this in here. We'll dump the silage in. Should be okay. Honestly, we may be a little bit overboard with how much silage we've got. We also need to get some cut sugar beet. I don't know how we're gonna manage the cut sugar beet. This is gonna dump us out pretty quickly. But a cut sugar beet, we need some because it's gonna run out very quickly. So is the silage. It's gonna run out very quickly as well. I just don't think we've got enough here. If you put all those bits in there, including those cut sugar beets, man, oh man, it doesn't take no time at all to get all this done. All right, so I don't think we're gonna be able to dump the rest of the silage in here. I think we may have to take this back and put it back in a silo somewhere because there's just nothing that we could do with it here. Because I need this full of cut sugar beets, at least full-ish. Maybe $100,000 worth, something like that. Something else I need to do, money. We got a $1 million loan. Let's pay back at least half of that. Actually, we could also just put a silo down here to make things easier for ourselves. And honestly, I'm not sure we would even need this silo right here to do much of anything. Check this out. Again, we'll go with this silo because I love this silo specifically right here. And we can get it close-ish right there. Kaboom. And now it should also register that it exists, and it does. Underground storage, store everything. And another thing that's really cool, both of these silo mods will work together just like they're working on the other farm, which is kind of nice. So we'll put the... I might should bring the ground up a little bit, make it a little bit easier on myself. There we go. That's gonna make things a little easier. I should also bring up around at least part of the area That way we can come through here and smooth out these areas so they work well and look good, but can still go over this grading. Yeah. I know these silos hold 115,000 liters. So what I need to do is find out how profitable getting a certain amount of cut sugar beets is. I know it's going to be much cheaper to do it this way. I don't like it, but it's still going to work. So okay, so it's about $10,000 per, or almost $11,000. So we're going to spend about $22,000 total, maybe a little bit more. Oh, this is just so expensive. I need to make these. All right, so now I think I'm about $23,000 in the hole for cut sugar beets. I should definitely plant a sugar beet field and just be done with it. Maybe that's what we should do for this next run. Do half the field in grass and half the field in sugar beet. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. We don't need any, I guess, money, and we do have a Colossus. Huh. I mean, that could work. I really don't want to do an entire field of sugar beets, though. Maybe we'll find a smaller one. Since it seems like the things we need right now are sugar beets so that we can cut them up and some grass, what I think I'm going to do, at least with this field, is I'm going to run kind of up and down the middle, maybe about halfway, something like that, something where I know we're going to get plenty of cut sugar beets off of the other side. So probably we'll go like all the way here, all the way to here, and then maybe hire worker and do the right side in sugar beet, do the left side in grass. That way we should have plenty to go around, at least silage and cut sugar beets for a long time, maybe 2 or 3 days. Well, I say a long time, a couple days in game, something like that, at least until we can make some extra money to rebuild up this area here. Now, of course, we do have this area down here, which I could easily do in sugar beets. It'd be just fine, but, well, where's the fun in that? So that's what we're going to do, and come back for the next one because it's going to be a fun one.